Good afternoon. Well, here we are again. Puzzle Combat, Raid Tournament, Day 5. My weapons, 7 days and thingy-bob days away. Some bits of metal here and the usual stuff. The event that's on is one of my favourites, which is the Master Weapon event. I'm always quite a fan of those. It's going alright. I mean, 2,000 something odd, but... early days yet. I've still got, not even halfway. Still only used my lower ranked guns and so on. Remains to be seen if I can pull something more out of the bag with this one. Titan has, War Machine, it just appeared. I haven't hit it yet. I'll have a look at that in a moment. 11-star, what's that called? Colossal War Train. So there we go. So that's something to look at. Anyway, so Raid Tournament. Here we are. So the tournament was carrying on. Bloody Battle, 3-star, no yellows. Top 5% so far. Attacks, defense grade B, more wins than losses, so that's pretty good. Not attacked within the last day, by the look of things. Victories in most of my attacks, nice long winning streak, and then 2 defeats on the same day. Let's see if I can, if the last day is going to lift me up in the top 1%, or whether I'll end up dropping down or whatever else. Now this player has got it's a good strong team, and obviously purple tank I think is very sensible. Not sure these season 2 heroes are not used to them. Crash. Oh yeah, so he gets stronger as he gets more charged. Michelle, 165, cast against 30. It doesn't get where it won't gain the armor, and I won't lose the armor. So it's still reasonable enough, but. Some of her special skill is at least weakened there, so not as good as she could be, but still pretty formidable by the look of that. Let's just hope we have some green tiles coming into play there, which is good. Obviously, green will be neutral against the does average damage against the tank rather than anything special, but it is strongest against the 2 blues they've got on the side. Oh, right. This should, that should trigger a combo. I was right. I was having a think there. I was looking at the board. So certainly the 4 square moves, so the little 2x2 attacks can sometimes, if you get it just right, clear a path to trigger a combo, which is what I was lucky enough to do there. Was it planned? Sort of. Maybe there was an instinct thing kicked in, because when I actually thought about it, I was like, no, it's going to work. But it did. But I've been playing these games for a little while now, so, instinct does kick in. Right, so that was a nice win. Straightforward. Okay, this guy's gone for Piston. I believe that's Piston as a tank. Counter-attack is dangerous. Adding armor, not so much. No, I could go. Well, I'd probably go with Rashan, I would think. Probably going to need to put some emblems on one of my Rashans, actually, because use them quite a lot. So let's just come out of this a sec. Yeah, save the changes. And so sometimes you sort of look at things and you think, I'm using this hero all the time. And obviously focusing on 3 stars, as I tend to do, I'm going to chuck some talent grid things onto Rashan. Just one of them for now, because it does only tend to be one of them ends up being used. It's quite unusual to have both of them in. But if I take reds, he's quite an effective sniper, I find. Sniper, obviously, he's a leaping ninja or whatever else, but in real terms, he's a sniper because he's hitting one enemy quite hard. As ever, I tend to go down the attack route rather than the defensive route. And that'll do as well as far as he can go. Anyway, so he is now oomphed up. And we'll go back to the raid tournament. Go battle. So now he is, so one in the middle is beefed up. Oh, this should finish this off. No, that piston's gone. The greens are not going to do a massive amount of damage. So, but Victoria, once leveled up, does, which is why I've taken greens. And we have some reds coming into play there. Fiona's pretty good. Boo, 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 boo. Burn damage going on as well there. Let's see. Leap attacks take care of that little man. Going to weaken them here, which is a really useful thing. Knocks their armor down. This will trigger a combo. I'm just going to have to hope it rolls. No, it didn't roll. Really bad bit of board at the moment. Not liking this at all. Red tile's not in play. Green tile's not really in play. Just going to ghost some tiles up the middle. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not looking good at all. Even allowing for ghosting some tiles. The fact I haven't had my, like, half my areas, I didn't get the special skills ready. No, that was always going to be a defeat. I'm going to, maybe, you know, it's one of those things. I'm going to say I don't think I could have done much more there. Maybe I could. Often quite tricky to know. So I'm going to swap out the Roshan. Obviously, I'm going to swap out the weaker one. I nearly swapped out the stronger one then. That would have been silly. Let's swap out the stronger, say that again, the weaker Roshan. Don't need to take the strong one out because obviously I'm going to want the strong one. Let's see. Blue combo. A green and a red combo. Oh, I would have thought this was enough to finish Fiona off. I'm quite surprised there. Hung on in well, did Fiona, and that's going to be quite a pain. That move, though, should tip things in my favour. Roshan, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Tiles flying around left, right, and centre. Don't think this will be enough to get Victoria ready again, but I think this next move will. And it should seal the raid. Yeah, so this raid is safely sealed. It wasn't already. There we go. Safe win. Top 5% still. Ooh, thought I might have taken the edge off that. Tila I wouldn't bothered with, like I say, but obviously, as I've made the caveat before, you know. Firstly, it doesn't mean I'm going to win, and secondly, they may only have so many 3-star heroes, but I wouldn't bother with Tila. I'm going to try to swap in Roshan because she's, of course, a healer. Zay, I would think by level 56 they probably have some other 3-star heroes and not have to resort to a healer, but there we go. 5 in a row blue, obviously staring me in the face. Just hope that it clears the board effectively. It might just generate a ton of charge for the enemy. It's looking that way at the moment. Leveled up the zombie there, didn't die. Typical enough. Should finish him off. He could come back to life, of course, because he is a zombie. Board's gone a little bit sucky here. Roshan, 2 attacks from there. Right, let's see. This should finish off there, Roshan. It's going to be close, this one. I'm going to go for ghosting some tiles up the middle and see what happens, I think. Which is going to be extremely close. Going to target Laszlo. This should finish off their Tila. The one thing I definitely don't want to do is accidentally give Laszlo charge, because if he gets charged up, he might turn the tables. How much health has he got now? He can't have much. 33. Gosh, this is going to be so... he's going to win. Darn. Oh, how close was that? So annoying. So that means I'm top 5% now. I'm going to use... oh, no, it does take me top 1%, but I've got 1 left. So to try and secure that top 1%, I think I mentioned somewhere else, it's 75 gold for the difference in loot between top 1 and top 5, or top 5 and top 10 is worth spending. Potentially, you know, it's one of those like anything else. But when you consider that a lot of the offers is like 300 gems for like 2 random ascension items, it's often worth going for. So let's see how we get on. A green team, so kind of similar to the last one. BRB. I hope that this one's going to come my way. Certainly should. I mean, this raid is worth. It's costing me 75 gold, so it had better. 75 gold raid on grumbly. Anyway, never mind. I shouldn't grumble, really. I am going to grumble, but never mind. That last, the raid before this one was incredibly close, and I just couldn't quite pip it. Maybe, I'm just trying to, one of those, I'm sure, I kind of feel sure that with one different move, it could have gone a completely different, I would have just edged it. But there we go. This will trigger a little combo, which is nice. Get my 2 Rashans ready. I'm going to target, what's your name? Forget. Gem over here on the side. Tila, in fairness, it doesn't matter if I charge her up, so she can have as much, she can have as many tiles as she likes, and because she does nothing, and then boom, 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 boom. And she, of course, dies horribly. There we go. So there we are, not too bad. I mean, that's going to put, I hope that'll be enough to keep me in the top 1%. Just to sort of clarify, so you can see the top 1% loot. You tend to get an epic weapon ticket or an epic thing. You get generally, you have a chance of getting, you get 2 more loot items, and there's slightly more chance of getting higher end items, although it does vary a little bit, of course. But 75 gem for 75 gold, it's probably worth it. I mean, it may not be, but then, there's risks in all these things on this kind of game. Anyway, so there we are. So hopefully there was something useful for everybody in there. Like I say, there were some good moves, some bad moves on my part. Losing 2 more raids on the same day, again, just like day 2, but, in this occasion, I would advocate personally that 75 gems is worth it if it keeps you in the top 1% or keeps me in the top 1%. Obviously, at this stage, I don't know if it will, but let's keep I'm keeping my fingers crossed. It's up to you whether you support me in that. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. Do, as ever, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell anybody you know. Come and watch my videos. You're welcome. And it just remains for me to say thank you for watching. Au revoir, and may death come swiftly to your enemies.